It's a sad day for Nigeria. Our president spoke to tell us what the Muhammadu Buhari administration aims to do in response to the End SARS protests by the youth of Nigeria, citizens of Nigeria. And it is heartbreaking that the president was unable to show through his body language that he has empathy, that there is no acknowledgement of the painfulness of having young Nigerians mowed down on Nigerian streets by Nigerian armed forces. No acknowledgement of the pain of parents who have lost children. No acknowledgement that this is a sad day for our country in terms of the emotions that should be shown by a compassionate president and a parent who knows what it is to have children, who should know what it is to lose children. These are our children. These are our citizens. What I read in the president's speech is a dispassionate account of items on a list, and it is unacceptable. Nigeria is in mourning. What happened with the military shooting down peaceful protesters in Nigeria should not happen in any democracy worth its name. And then the president is threatening. Is this the time to be issuing threats? You know, as a citizen of Nigeria and as a mother, my heart is broken. My soul and spirit rebel against what I heard the president say. This is time to make peace. It is time to build peace. It is time to rebuild our country. It is the time to unite Nigeria behind the idea that we are all one people, that no life is worth more than any other life, that when we protest by bringing our concerns to our government, that the government hears us, that the government feels the pain of people who have lost human beings that mean something to them, that the reputation of our country internationally should not be tattered on our streets with our hands when we violate constitutional and human rights and humanitarian, practices that are normal in this world. We fought Nigeria, we fought colonialism. We fought against external people who came to reign over us. Our army should not be a force of occupation. SARS was acting as if it was an army of occupation. And the young people went on the streets. They legitimately and logically gave reasons why this should not be so. They protested against the deaths of citizens at the hands of SARS. They protested against rapes. They protested against extortion. They protested against all kinds of extrajudicial action and impunity by these agents of the government of Nigeria. And then the government said, okay, we're going to abolish SARS. And in rapid succession, they brought SWAT. Now, the history of this is that SARS had been abolished in 2017. It was abolished in 2018. It was abolished in 2019. It was abolished in 2020. Is it a zombie? Is it an entity that is capable of resuscitating itself? If we have a government and the state that is capable of running affairs in Nigeria. There is no reason why from 2017 to 2020, this body was said to be abolished and it kept resuscitating. So we need to strengthen our institutions in Nigeria. If we say we are a democracy, accountability is not just a word. The rule of law is not just a word. Equal protection of the laws is not just a word. The basic democratic freedoms, freedom of speech, freedom of movement, freedom to move around without being harassed by state agents, they're not just words. Good governance is not just a word. The citizens need to feel that we have a government. They need to live their lives in peace and security. They need to be able to feed their children. Young people should not graduate from university and from tertiary institutions and not have jobs for years. People should not be so hungry that they are willing to sell their votes for a piece of food. Nigerians have been long suffering, and our leaders are living extraordinarily privileged and luxurious lives at their expense. Nigeria's resources belong to all Nigerians. Nobody's children are more valuable than anybody else's children. The children of the people in office should not be the only ones that have jobs. You should not have to be a friend of the people in power before your child gets a decent job in Nigeria. You should not be connected to the corridors of power before you can operate a business that is functional, where you are able to make a living in Nigeria. Our country has been turned into a place where our so-called leaders are plundering the nation or shutting their eyes when other people are plundering. And then we say we are fighting corruption. How are we fighting corruption? How are we showing empathy to the plight of the majority of Nigerians who are poor? How are we showing any kind of sensitivity to the fact that the same way in which the God we profess that we believe in created us is how God created every other human being in Nigeria? Why is it that when people are then complaining, we're acting as though they are supposed to just keep their mouths shut and follow orders? We are not in a military dictatorship. We are in a democracy. And the people of Nigeria, the children of Nigeria, the citizens of Nigeria are saying enough. We want to know that the government of Nigeria cares about us. We want to know that there are functional hospitals in Nigeria. We want to have educational institutions function as centers of excellence in Nigeria. We want to have good roads. We want our infrastructure to work. It is a scandal that our leaders, our rich people, they all run abroad to get medical treatment when ordinary Nigerians are dying from preventable diseases. It is a scandal that many of our schools are in the tattered shape that they are in. It is a scandal that our hospitals are death traps. All this lack of electricity in Nigeria is also embarrassing. Now, there are young people in Nigeria who are well educated, who are capable, who, if we put them to work, can help to set all these things straight. Enough of the banditry. And it is totally immoral for the National Assembly to be earning the huge pay and perks that they have when majority of Nigerians have, they don't have 2 pennies to rub together, 2 kobo to rub together. Where is your conscience, you so-called leaders of Nigeria? Where is the ethic? Where are the ethics and the morality that good leaders should have? Why is it that then when people who have been oppressed and marginalized and traumatized and brutalized and rendered, rendered almost invisible, when they then come out and they choose to exercise their democratic rights granted by our Constitution, then the next response is to send thugs and send the army and shoot them down and then deny that it happened. This is not the kind of country that I want to claim. And yet, there is a Nigeria. The youth give me hope. The EndSARS protests, they are the right thing. I am behind them 1,000%. And from what the president must have been hearing, a lot of Nigerians are embarrassed. They are disappointed. They support these protests. And we insist that it's not just going to be a pro forma handing out of meager, bribes to the Nigerian people. We want a thoroughgoing overhaul of our system. We want to feel that we have a functional constitution that is respected by all the people that we supported and we voted for. You are there to serve the people, not the other way around. This is not the time to be giving us orders and threatening us and saying that so-called protesters, they are legitimate protesters. I have deep respect for them. And this is why I have hope for Nigeria, because there are still people who are ready to stand up and speak truth to power. They are not afraid anymore, and we are going to support them. And so, Mr. President and his cabinet, the National Assembly, and all the so-called leaders of Nigeria, you better get to work and start cleaning up this country. And when I say clean up your mess. Stop stealing our money. Stop traumatizing our people. Fix our roads. Give us light. Give us hospitals that work. The kind of hospitals that you run to in Germany, in the UK, and everywhere else in the world. Our people deserve them. Stop wasting our money to take care of just yourself and your children and your families. This money belongs to Nigeria. Stop giving our oil blocks to oligarchs who then start living extra large as if this thing belongs to all Nigerians. This needs to stop. This is the kind of cleanup we need. That our money, our natural resources, our human resources should be put to work to make Nigeria into the great nation that it can be. So stop just talking about things that don't inspire anybody. We are disappointed, we're heartbroken, and yet we are hopeful. The hope is the youth, the ones on the streets that are protesting against SARS, against bad governance, against SWAT, and against all the kleptocracy that is going on in Nigeria. So this is the Nigeria we want. Not a Nigeria where the president comes out and talks as if it is politics as usual. We are not going to have that. I love Nigeria. Nigeria will be great. The youth inspire me about this possible greatness, and I'm standing with them. My name is Mojuba Olufunke Okome. I'm a professor of political science at Brooklyn College, New York, in the USA, and I'm a citizen of Nigeria. I support our youth. End SARS, end SWAT, end bad governance, end police brutality, end impunity. In the name of Nigeria. Thank you.